Welcome to an exploration of a fascinating and often misunderstood aspect of female sexuality, squirting. This phenomenon, scientifically known as female ejaculation, involves the expulsion of fluid from the urethra during moments of intense sexual arousal. It is a natural bodily response that many women experience, though its exact mechanisms are still being studied. Squirting is a complex phenomenon influenced by a delicate interplay of psychological, emotional, and physical factors. It's not a simple switch that can be flipped, but rather a culmination of various elements working in harmony. Understanding these contributing factors can demystify the experience and empower individuals to explore their own potential. It's important to acknowledge that squirting is not universally experienced by all women, and that is perfectly normal. Every body is unique, and sexual responses vary widely from person to person. There is no single right way for a woman's body to respond to arousal. However, for those who are curious or wish to explore this aspect of their sexuality, understanding the factors involved can be incredibly beneficial. By learning about the psychological, emotional, and physical elements, individuals can increase the likelihood of experiencing squirting and enhance their overall sexual enjoyment. Our goal today is to provide clear, empathetic, and informative guidance on this exciting topic. The journey to experiencing female squirting often begins not with physical touch, but with the mind and heart. Psychological and emotional foundations are absolutely paramount, setting the stage for the body to respond freely and fully. Without these crucial elements, physical stimulation alone may not be enough. Feeling completely safe and secure in your environment and with your partner is the bedrock of this experience. When you feel truly at ease, your body can let go of tension and embrace pleasure. This sense of security allows for a deep level of vulnerability and openness. Freedom from anxiety or stress is equally vital. Worries about performance, judgment, or external pressures can create mental blocks that prevent the body from fully relaxing. A calm mind is essential for the body to respond naturally to stimulation. When the mind is at peace, it allows the body to fully relax its muscles, including those in the pelvic floor. This physical relaxation is a key component, as tension can inhibit the natural processes involved in squirting. A relaxed state encourages blood flow and nerve sensitivity. This deep relaxation enables the body to respond more openly and intensely to stimulation. It creates an environment where pleasure can build without inhibition, paving the way for potential release. Prioritizing comfort is a powerful first step. Closely linked to comfort is the profound importance of emotional trust and connection, especially with a partner. Feeling emotionally safe with someone allows for a deeper level of intimacy and vulnerability. This trust builds a foundation where inhibitions can naturally melt away. When you feel truly connected and understood, it reduces self-consciousness and fear of judgment. This emotional safety allows you to explore your desires without reservation. It fosters an environment of acceptance and mutual respect. Reducing inhibitions is crucial for allowing the body to fully engage in the sexual experience. When emotional barriers are lowered, physical sensations can be felt more intensely and without mental interference. This freedom from inhibition is a powerful catalyst. Ultimately, this deep emotional connection allows for a much deeper level of arousal to build. When the mind and heart are aligned, the body is more receptive to pleasure and more capable of reaching peak states of excitement. Trust and connection are not just nice-to-haves, they are fundamental. Once the psychological and emotional groundwork is laid, specific arousal and stimulation techniques become incredibly important. These physical approaches work in conjunction with your mental state to facilitate the squirting experience. It's about understanding how to best engage your body. Extended foreplay is a crucial element in preparing the body for squirting. Rushing into intense stimulation can often be counterproductive, as the body needs time to build up to a state of readiness. Take your time to explore and enjoy. Sustained arousal over a longer period allows the body to become deeply engorged and sensitive. This gradual buildup is key to reaching the necessary physiological state. Think of it as a slow burn that intensifies over time. This prolonged arousal significantly increases blood flow to the entire genital area. Enhanced blood circulation makes the tissues more sensitive and responsive to touch. It also contributes to the swelling and lubrication necessary for the experience. By allowing ample time for arousal, you effectively prepare the body for potential release. This preparation ensures that all the necessary physiological components are primed and ready. Patience and thoroughness in arousal are highly rewarded. Clitoral stimulation is fundamental to enhancing overall sensitivity and is often a gateway to deeper arousal. The clitoris is the primary organ for pleasure, and its stimulation is vital for most women to reach orgasm. It plays a significant role in the entire arousal process. Direct clitoral stimulation, whether manual or with a toy, can heighten sensations rapidly. This focused attention on the clitoris helps to build intense pleasure and bring you closer to the edge of orgasm. Experiment with different pressures and rhythms. Indirect clitoral stimulation, such as through external pressure on the clitoral hood or surrounding areas, can also be incredibly effective. Sometimes, direct stimulation can be too intense, and indirect methods allow for a more gradual buildup of pleasure. Explore what feels best for you. Ultimately, both direct and indirect clitoral stimulation heighten overall sensitivity throughout the entire genital region. This increased sensitivity is essential for the body to respond fully to other forms of stimulation, including those that might trigger squirting. It's all interconnected. For many women, G-spot stimulation is a key trigger for squirting. The G-spot, or Grafenberg spot, is an area located on the front wall of the vagina, typically a few inches inside. It's often described as a textured or ridged area that swells when aroused. Stimulation of this area needs to be firm and direct for many individuals. A gentle touch might not be enough to activate the G-spot's unique sensitivity. Experiment with different levels of pressure to find what feels most pleasurable and effective. The stimulation also needs to be rhythmic and consistent. A steady, repetitive motion often works best to build sensation in this area. Think of a come here motion with a finger or a curved sex toy, applying pressure upwards towards the belly button. While not every woman identifies with G-spot stimulation as a primary pleasure point, for those who do, it can be incredibly powerful. Exploring this area with intention and patience can unlock new dimensions of pleasure and potentially lead to squirting. It's a unique pathway for many. For most women, the most effective approach to experiencing squirting involves combined stimulation. This means integrating various techniques rather than relying on just one. The body often responds best to a rich tapestry of sensations. This approach integrates both direct and indirect clitoral techniques, ensuring a broad spectrum of pleasure. Moving between different types of clitoral stimulation can keep sensations fresh and continuously building. It prevents desensitization and maintains high arousal levels. Simultaneously, it integrates G-spot techniques, often by a partner or with a multi-purpose toy. While one hand or toy focuses on the clitoris, another can be used to stimulate the G-spot. This dual focus can create an overwhelming wave of pleasure. This synergy of combined stimulation often leads to a more profound and intense arousal, making squirting more likely. It allows for a holistic engagement of the pleasure centers, maximizing the body's potential for release. Experiment with different combinations to discover your unique recipe for pleasure. Beyond the mental and emotional landscape, certain physical and physiological factors play a significant role in the potential for squirting. These are practical considerations that can support your body's readiness for the experience. Paying attention to these details can make a difference. The importance of adequate water intake cannot be overstated when discussing squirting. The fluid expelled during squirting originates partly from the bladder, meaning it is essentially diluted urine. Therefore, being well hydrated is a fundamental prerequisite. If you are dehydrated, your body will produce less fluid, and any expulsion will likely be minimal. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day ensures your bladder has sufficient fluid reserves. Aim for consistent hydration, not just right before sexual activity. This fluid originates partly from the bladder, which is why it's often clear and odorless, resembling urine. While it's not urine in the traditional sense, its composition is very similar, and its presence relies on a well-hydrated system. Understanding this can alleviate any concerns about the nature of the fluid. Ensuring good hydration is a simple yet effective way to support your body's ability to squirt. It's a foundational physical element that often gets overlooked. Make sure you're drinking enough water daily for overall health and sexual well-being. Deep, conscious breathing is a powerful tool for both relaxation and physical readiness. When you breathe deeply, you send signals to your nervous system to relax, which is essential for releasing tension throughout the body. Focus on slow, full breaths. Consciously relaxing the pelvic floor muscles is another critical component. Many women unconsciously clench these muscles, especially during intense arousal or when anticipating an experience like squirting. This tension can prevent fluid release. Learning to consciously relax these muscles can facilitate fluid release rather than holding it in. Practicing pelvic floor relaxation exercises separate from sexual activity can help you gain control and awareness. This control allows for a more natural and uninhibited response. By combining deep breathing with pelvic floor relaxation, you create an optimal physical state for squirting. This conscious effort helps your body to let go and respond freely to stimulation. It's about creating space for the experience to happen. With the psychological, emotional, and physiological foundations in place, we can now turn to specific techniques and the vital role of exploration. This final section focuses on how to actively engage with your body to discover what works best for you. It's a journey of personal discovery. When stimulating the G-spot area, using consistent come-here motions is often highly effective. This specific motion, where pressure is applied upwards towards the pubic bone, can target the G-spot directly and build intense sensation. Experiment with the angle and depth. Applying similar pressure with fingers, a sex toy, or even a partner's penis can help trigger the release. The key is consistency and finding the right amount of firmness that feels pleasurable and stimulating. It's about sustained, focused pressure. This rhythmic pressure can help trigger the release by intensely stimulating the G-spot and surrounding tissues. The repetitive motion builds sensation to a peak, which for some women culminates in squirting. It's a technique that requires patience and attention to sensation. Remember, the goal is not just to apply pressure, but to do so in a way that feels incredibly good and builds arousal. Listen to your body's responses and adjust the technique accordingly. Pleasure is always the guiding principle. It is vital to remember that every woman's body is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. There is no universal formula for squirting, and individual responses vary widely. Embrace your uniqueness and celebrate your own path to pleasure. There is significant variability in the ability to squirt, and it's not a reflection of your sexual prowess or capacity for pleasure. Some women squirt easily, others with specific techniques, and some never do. And all of these are perfectly normal. Do not compare your experience to others. Experimentation without pressure is the most crucial aspect of this journey. Approach exploration with curiosity and a playful attitude, rather than a goal-oriented mindset. The moment you put pressure on yourself, you create a barrier to relaxation and natural response. Focus on pleasure and discovery above all else. The primary aim of any sexual exploration should be to enhance your enjoyment and understanding of your own body. Squirting is a potential bonus, not the main objective. Let pleasure be your guide. This focus on pleasure and discovery is key to understanding individual responses and what truly ignites your unique sensations. Pay attention to what feels good, what builds arousal, and what brings you closer to climax. Your body will tell you what it needs. By embracing practice and exploration, you maximize your potential for the experience of squirting, if it's something you desire. More importantly, you deepen your connection with your own sexuality and unlock new levels of pleasure and self-awareness. Enjoy the journey of discovery.